Here's what's publicly known about Lani O'Grady, along with some careful clarification where information is not available. I'll stick to reliable, published facts and avoid guessing about private details. Basic profile. Full name at birth, Lanita Rose Agradi. Professional name, Lani O'Grady. Born, October 2nd, 1954. Birthplace, Walnut Grove, Walnut Creek, California, U.S. Died, September 25th, 2001. Place of death, Valencia, Santa Clarita, California, U.S. Age at death, 46. Nationality, American. Occupations, actress. Later, talent agent. Best known for playing Mary Bradford, the eldest daughter, on the ABC series 8 is Enough. Public sources do not reliably document her height, weight, eye color, hair color, religion, romantic relationships, sexual orientation, or net worth, so those areas are mostly unknown to the public record. Family background. Mother, commonly known as Mary Grady, a well-known children's talent agent in Hollywood, represented many child actors and was considered one of the top agents in that specific niche. Father, not widely documented in mainstream biographical summaries. Public information centers mainly on her mother and brother. Sibling, brother, Don Grady, actor and musician, one of the original Mickey Mouse Club Mouseketeers, best known for playing Robbie Douglas on the 1960s sitcom My Three Sons. Lani's early interest in acting was strongly influenced by visiting Don on the set of My Three Sons. Relatives. Beyond Don Grady and Mary Grady, detailed information on extended relatives is not widely reported. Children. There is no clear, reliable public record indicating that Lani O'Grady had children. Major biographies and obituaries do not mention any. Because of that, it's safest to say there is no confirmed public information about her having children. Early life. Lani grew up in California, in a show business adjacent family thanks to her mother's work as a children's talent agent, her brother Don's success as a young actor and musician, a well-known anecdote from her childhood. Around age 6, while visiting the My Three Sons set, Fred McMurray heard her naturally deep, low voice. He reportedly turned and asked, "Who said that?" When she answered, he told her she ought to be in show business. This moment is often cited as a spark for her own desire to act. Her mother did not initially push her into acting, aware of the emotional toll on child actors. Lani had to repeatedly ask to audition. Education. There is no detailed, verified public information about what school she attended, whether she went to college, any formal acting school training. Most published accounts focus on her professional work and health struggles rather than formal education. Acting career. Early roles. Start of career, around age 13. First major TV appearance, The High Chaparral. She won a role after reading just a 2-line bit, which turned into the lead role in that episode. Early 1970s guest roles, Harry O., episodic TV appearance. Headmaster, appeared in at least one episode. The Delphi Bureau, small role as a girl in an episode. TV movie, Cage Without a Key, TV movie starring Susan Day, in which Lani had a supporting role. Film work, Before 8 is Enough. Massacre at Central High, cult film in which she co-starred. This is sometimes cited as one of her more notable pre-series credits. Some sources list Baby Blue Marine as another film appearance. Breakthrough, 8 is Enough. Show, 8 is Enough. Role, Mary Bradford, the eldest daughter in the Bradford family. Run, 1977-1981. Episodes, appeared in 112 episodes. The show centered on a widowed father raising 8 children. Mary was the strong, independent, self-assured older sister. Name change. She was born Lanita Rose Agradi. After landing the role on 8 is Enough, she changed her professional name to Lani O'Grady. She became a recognizable TV presence, especially among late 1970s audiences, and her portrayal is still remembered with nostalgia by fans of the show. ###. Later TV work and TV movies after 8 is Enough ended in 1981. She appeared in The Kid with the Broken Halo, TV movie starring Gary Coleman, 2 reunion movies revisiting her 8 is Enough character, Mary Bradford. 1. 8 is Enough, a family reunion. 2. An 8 is Enough wedding. Soap opera work. Days of Our Lives. In 1990, she appeared as Mrs. Kramer. This is widely cited as her final acting role. ###. Overall filmography. This is a condensed list from publicly available information. TV series. 1. The High Chaparral. Role, Penny. 2. Headmaster. Role, Judy. 3. The Delphi Bureau. Role, Girl. 4. Harry O. Role, Jean Helen. 5. 8 is Enough. Role, Mary Bradford. 6. Days of Our Lives. Role, Mrs. Kramer. TV movies. 1. Cage Without a Key. Role, Noreen. 2. The Kid with the Broken Halo. Role, supporting character, opposite Gary Coleman. 3. 8 is Enough, a family reunion, as Mary Bradford. 4. An 8 is Enough wedding, as Mary Bradford. Films, Massacre at Central High, co-starring role. Some sources include Baby Blue Marine among her credits. ### Shift to talent agent work. After her acting work slowed down, especially post-1990, Lani largely retired from acting. She became a talent agent, following in her mother's footsteps. This move is often described as partly practical and partly a response to her increasing struggle with anxiety and agoraphobia. She used her industry experience in a more behind-the-scenes role. There is no strong record of high-profile advocacy work in the usual activist sense, but she did talk very candidly about mental health, which itself had an advocacy effect. ### Mental health and personal struggles. This is one of the better documented parts of her life because she spoke about it publicly. Panic attacks. She reported having panic attacks since age 18. She was not diagnosed with panic disorder until around age 21. Over the years, she said she consulted around 32 doctors. On the set of 8 is Enough, she described running back to her dressing room during filming to take Valium to calm panic attacks. At least one occasion when she shook so badly during a scene that she had to be driven home. Fans at the time had no idea she was going through this. Agoraphobia and blackouts. By the early 1990s, she was struggling with agoraphobia and memory blackouts. At her lowest point, she said she was essentially stuck at home, body loaded with toxins from prescription drug abuse. Substance use. She admitted to abusing prescription drugs and alcohol for more than a decade. She specifically talked about how often doctors prescribed her tranquilizers instead of giving a clear diagnosis. Treatment and detox. She was reportedly in and out of 5 rehabilitation clinics after 8 is Enough ended. In December 1998, she checked into the Thalian's mental health department at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center for detoxification. She also described taking non-narcotic medication to treat what was characterized as a brain chemical imbalance. In that sense, she effectively became a real-life example of how fame and mental illness can collide, and her willingness to speak openly was, in practice, a form of mental health advocacy, even if she wasn't formally the face of a campaign. ## Death. Date, September 25, 2001. Place, her mobile home in Valencia, Santa Clarita, California. Immediate reporting. At first, some reports called it natural causes pending autopsy. Autopsy findings. High toxic levels of Vicodin, Prozac. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office concluded she died of multiple drug intoxication. The coroner could not determine whether the overdose was accidental or intentional. This ambiguity has led to a lot of speculation, but the official word is Cause of death was multiple drug intoxication. Manner of death undetermined. #, friends, colleagues, and people around her. Publicly documented people in her orbit are mostly coworkers and family. Family: mother, Mary Grady; brother, Don Grady. Co-stars associated people: Dick Van Patten, TV father Tom Bradford on 8 is Enough; Connie Needham, Adam Rich, Grant Goodeve, and other 8 is Enough cast members. Gary Coleman co-starred with her in The Kid with the Broken Halo. Anthony Alda, she appeared near him in Days of Our Lives. Beyond those professional ties and the stories she shared in interviews, there isn't a detailed public map of her close friendships or day-to-day social circle. #, physical characteristics, orientation, religion, net worth. You asked for things like height, weight, sexual orientation, religion, net worth, eye color, hair color, etc. Here's what is and isn't known. Height and weight. No solid, consistent source data. Anything you see online listing exact numbers is likely guesswork. Eye color, hair color. Visually, she was usually seen as a brunette on 8 is Enough, but there's no authoritative record precisely documenting eye and hair color. Sexual orientation. No reliable public record. She did not center her public narrative on her romantic life, and major obituaries, biographies, do not specify partners or orientation. Religion. Not clearly documented in serious sources. Net worth. Any exact dollar figure you might see online is, again, almost certainly speculative. She was a successful TV actress for a period, then a working talent agent, but there's no verifiable net worth data. Because those areas involve privacy and are not well sourced, it's more honest to say, we don't reliably know, #unknown facts and untold truths. Most of what can be responsibly said about Lani O'Grady is, she was a talented actress who made a lasting impression as Mary Bradford on 8 is Enough. She came from a show business family, yet was not pushed into acting. She actively pursued it. Behind the success, she dealt with severe, long-term anxiety and panic disorder, plus prescription drug and alcohol abuse. She spoke unusually candidly about these struggles, which today reads a lot like early mental health advocacy, even if it wasn't framed that way then. Her life ended tragically at 46 from multiple drug intoxication, with the question of accident versus intention left unresolved. Anything beyond that, secret romances, personal truths not covered in interviews, very specific private details, would be speculation, and there's no respectful or accurate way to invent that. If you'd like, I can lay out a chronological timeline of her life and career, or focus more deeply on her mental health story and how it fits into the broader conversation about child actors and anxiety in Hollywood.